What's up, everybody? If you're anything like me, you're always looking for new ways to invest your money and secure your financial future. Well, right now, there's a lot of people asking whether they should invest in real estate because of the current market conditions. Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you 5 recession-proof tips that will help you start investing in real estate right now. Whether the economy is good or bad, these tips will help you make money and grow your portfolio. So sit back, relax, because by the time we're done with this video, you'll know exactly what to do. Let's go. Okay, it's October 2022, and it is not a secret anymore. The US is officially in a recession. No matter what government official may tell you, it is true, and the housing market may be affected. Just ask Uncle Cletus. I told you, you should buy gold and bury it that way. The government can't play games with your money. Okay, Uncle Cletus, that may work for you, but with the right strategies, you can find opportunities to invest in this real estate market and be wildly successful. Let me give you an example. So we have this amazing client. He's the coolest guy ever. He heard about us on TV, and he is an entrepreneur through and through, okay? He's actually an immigrant from the Middle East. He came here to America. He started businesses. He sold businesses. He's grown businesses. He's purchased real estate in California. And he was looking at the market right now and going, wait a second. I know I've got business. I know I've got commercial real estate, but I want to make sure that I'm secure forever. And so you know what he started to do? He started to allocate dollars to simple and conservative real estate. Now, the benefit that he's seen just in the last 2 years since we've worked with them is millions of dollars. Now, I'm not saying that's results typical. He's bought a lot of real estate, but it's really been working for him, and he's started to shift his portfolio from maybe larger investments and businesses to simple and conservative single-family residences in order to hedge some of the craziness that's going on right now. And just like our friend Faraj, you can recession-proof your investments and get started in real estate right now. You ready? Let's go. Okay, so listen, I'm gonna give you 5 tips of when you ought to be looking to buy real estate, okay? You may want to write these down. You may want to put them on the whiteboard or tattoo them on your wrist, but these are going to be great, okay? When is the best time to buy real estate? And this is so relevant given the situation we're facing right now. The best time to buy real estate is when the market crashes. Now, hold on, I'm going to give you a little bit more, but let's just talk about this for a moment. So my business partner, who maybe you've seen on the channel, Steve Earle, his son is an amazing example of this. So his son worked for our company for a couple years while he was in high school and saved up just enough money to go put a down payment on an investment property in like 2009, 2010. Now you probably remember what was going on then, Great Recession, right? The market had gone off a cliff, the real estate market. And so Dallin was able to go and buy a piece of property, and then he went and served a 2-year mission for his church. Now, while he was serving his mission, guess what happened? That real estate grew in equity and it started to generate cash flow, even enough cash flow to pay for Dallin's service mission down in South America. Now, by the time Dallin got home, he, just a couple years later, had seen the market start to recover and was able to go and refinance those properties that he purchased just 2 years prior because the market had started to recover, and he was able to take those funds and those resources and go buy additional real estate. Now today, Dallin is a very successful attorney in New York whose real estate portfolio, had he wanted to, could have completely paid off his Harvard loans. He went to law school at Harvard, but he chose to hang on to the piece of properties or all the property that he had in order to cash flow. That's something you could do too if you buy when the market crashes. Okay, so that's tip number 1. You should buy when the market crashes. Now, here's tip number 2. Buy when the market is recovering. Well, wait a second, Ken. You just said to buy when the market is crashing. What do you mean buy when it's recovering? Well, here's what I want you to think about. Our clients have been buying real estate with our company now since 2007. What does that mean? That means that we've seen the real estate market be really high and then crash. And then we've seen the real estate market start to recover. And then we've seen the market go really, really hot. And who knows what's coming up? The market may come down a little bit. The market may stay. But here's what we can tell you. During all this time, our clients are buying simple and conservative single family rentals, and we do this thing every year with them. It's awesome. So we have them come in and we'll actually take a look at their property and the equity that's there, and we'll do an annual property and market review with them. Well, I can tell you that those that have been buying, not just when the market was down, but as the market's been recovering, have seen tremendous equity gains and cash flow along the way. So don't only buy when the market is down, also buy when the market is recovering. That's tip number 2. Now let's move to tip number 3. Buy when the market is hot. All right, you see what we're doing here? I told you to buy when the market is crashed. I told you to buy when the market is recovering, and now I'm telling you to buy when the market is hot. Now, this is a thing that maybe is kind of counterintuitive. Now, if the market's really hot, there's the one side of the argument that says, okay, I'm gonna go and buy because the market's going crazy. And then you hope that you're gonna ride the roller coaster all the way up and hopefully you won't get it down. Now, the reality is, if you buy when the market is hot, you may end up taking advantage of some of that heat. But what if the market starts to turn again? See, I told you that you need to buy when the market crashes, buy when the market recovers, and buy when the market is hot. Let me give you an example of how this happened for me. So I knew that the market was growing, right? We're in this all the time. I knew that the market was growing and that we were seeing a pretty hot market just a couple years ago in the middle of COVID-19. And what ended up happening is I bought a new primary residence. I sold one property. It was old property and needed a ton of work. We'd been living in it for a while. We started the company and lived in that home for a long time. It was time to upgrade. And frankly, I didn't want to spend the time and do the work on the property that I was moving out of. So I sold it to somebody else and I went and I bought a new primary residence. So I buy this primary residence in the middle of an already hot market. And would you be surprised to find out that over the last couple years, we've seen even additional equity increases that has given me even additional opportunity to utilize equity that's grown in that property to be able to go and do more real estate. So you see, if the market's crashed, you should buy. If it's recovering, you should buy. If the market is hot, you should buy. And there's still an opportunity for you to take advantage of something phenomenal. Before I give you the last couple tips, I want you to just feel my gratitude for you. I'm so thankful that you're here. We love that you come and watch these videos. We hope that you enjoy them, and we're gonna keep pumping them out. Now, this channel is all about showing you the tips and the tricks for getting ahead in real estate, or even just getting started in real estate. And our whole goal is to help you do Moneyball real estate, right? Is to help you stack micro wins and to be able to be really successful in real estate. So if you wanna find out how to be successful in real estate, this channel is for you. If you're a beginner and you don't know how to get started, this channel is for you. If you're a really busy person that just has a couple minutes a day to be able to watch a YouTube video about real estate, this is for you. If you're a seasoned investor that just wants a little different take on what real estate is doing, this channel is for you. We want to set you up and your family up for success. That is our goal for you. So please like this video and subscribe to the channel and share it with anybody that maybe you care about or you think would benefit. So now that I expressed my gratitude and we got that out of the way, I'm going to give you the last 2 points, or the last 2 tips of when you should be buying real estate, okay? Tip number 4 of when to buy real estate. Buy when the market is about to crash again. Okay, now think about this. Now, my business partner, Steve Rowe, who I've talked about here before, you remember we talked about his son, Dallin, who bought real estate during the crash. Well, Steve bought real estate, a really awesome piece of property, right before the crash. And if he were here, he'd tell you that he bought and maybe it felt like it was a little high and then the market went off a cliff. Now, what he didn't do is he didn't do what most investors do, which is you panic if the market does take a downturn. Instead, he hung on. Now, that property has grown in equity. He's been able to utilize that equity to go buy real estate, additional real estate. And so the point is, whether you're in a market that's about to tank, whether you're at the bottom and the market has tanked, whether you're in a recovery and the market's returning, or whether it's a really hot market, the best time to buy real estate is all of it, okay? So the reality is real estate moves in cycles, and if you give real estate enough time, you'll always end up on the positive side of the equation if you're doing the right kind of real estate in the right market with the right strategy and you give it the time that it needs. Which brings us to tip number 5, which is this: the best time to buy real estate. We get that question all the time. Kev, when's the best time to buy real estate? Well, I'm here to tell you. You want to know? Here it comes. Get ready. The best time to buy real estate it's the same answer I'd give if you asked me, when's the best time to plant a shade tree? The best time to buy real estate is 20 years ago. The second best time to buy real estate is today. If you've been to the channel before, you've heard me talk about my mom and dad's house and how I grew up in California. They bought in the 60s, they hung on to it into the 2020s, and they made a huge return. Now, what does that mean? It means that it does not matter if the market's about to crash. It means that it doesn't matter if we're in the crash. It means it doesn't matter if it's recovering. It means it doesn't matter if it's hot, hot, hot. If you hang on to real estate long enough, you get to ride that cycle and end up on the positive side of the equation. So if you are tired of getting poor returns on your investments, maybe look at real estate and give real estate time, because with real estate, you can achieve average annual returns of double digits or more. And that's just the average, okay? We've had clients who've achieved returns as high as, well, I feel bad even saying, over time, 50%, 100%. If you give real estate time, we are firm believers in stacking up micro wins to create massive returns. In fact, we call it micro wins to millions. It's the whole strategy that we utilize. But if you're somebody who doesn't want to deal with tenants, and you don't want to deal with toilets, and you don't want to deal with all the other hassles of being a landlord, that's why we exist. Not to mention all the hours of research that would go into finding properties and finding tenants and drafting contracts and finding agents and getting the right kind of financing. It can be incredibly overwhelming. But with Done For You Real Estate, we are here to try to make it as easy as possible. We do all the work for you, so you can sit back and watch your money grow, regardless of what's happening in the economy. We will help you stack up micro wins to replace your income and grow your wealth one property at a time. It's micro wins to millions, baby. So click the link below if you're ready for your next micro win. Give us a call, schedule a call. Let's jump on a phone and let's show you how to stack your next micro win on your way to whatever millions you hope to achieve. We'll see you real soon.